I really want to watch television. I love television.
How often is it that you watch a movie or TV show and then you go, damn, I wish I had someone to talk to, or I wish I had someone else's reactions to that? That happens to me all the time. And so what I do is I go to one of my favorite YouTube channels, is the Real Rejects.
Now, they're not the only movie reviewers or reactors on YouTube, far from it. But their combination of quality, ethical reactions with deep dive reviews creates an entertaining and interesting video almost every time. The clear passion and love for films and filmmaking come through when they speak, and is supported by their other content as well.
No, I will review stuff and react here, and then I go home, I eat dinner, and I watch more television. Like, this is my life.
I want to use this time to talk to you about like 5 or 6 reasons why I think their channel is successful, and why I think they have gotten some pretty, cool guests. Stick around and I'll, maybe give you a new channel that you want to watch when you're bored. So, factor number 1. One reason why I love their channel is the content that they choose to react to. I think it instills a natural curiosity in the viewer. The Rejects normally react to big budget movies and TV shows. You're talking about a big movie like a Marvel movie, or something like Severance that's been popular for some time. The Rejects will eventually get to this show or this movie and talk about it. I started watching the Rejects because of Zack Snyder's Justice League. The Snyder Cut was something I watched with my parents. We didn't talk about it much, so I wanted to know what someone else thought. And Greg and John were very interesting in their video. I think it was the first reaction I clicked on, so I liked their dynamic. And their review after the movie ended, and they gave all their thoughts, was in depth, and I could tell that they were critiquing and being honest about what they thought, even though they really enjoyed it. But I still I liked their vibes and their honesty, so I stuck around with their channel. I watched some other content and then eventually subscribed, and I've been subscribed probably since then. Factor number 2. One reason I really like their channel is their video formatting. The Rejects videos are kind of a 1, 2, 3 format, where they have a very short intro in the beginning. They talk about how they're feeling. It gives like a nice introduction to not only who they are as people, if maybe you've never clicked on their channel before, but it also like separates the episodes. If maybe they're having a bad day, they talk about that, and it informs you as to like why they react certain ways in the video. The second part is their actual reaction. This takes up a majority of the video. Most of the runtime is the reaction. They've got the movie or TV show split up into chunks, and they react to it along a timeline so you can follow along.
You're outie.
What?
I didn't say anything.
What?
It's edited from their Patreon reactions, where they react to actually the full-length movie or TV show. They don't give that to you on Patreon. You have their recording of their reaction, and then you watch with your companion piece. But after they edit that down, they post it on YouTube, and that becomes their reaction. And then at the end of the video, they have a significant portion for a review and in-depth conversation afterwards. It's probably my favorite part of the channel. It's why I think their channel is successful. It's a fun discussion. You not only get their, shocked faces when something happens, but you get, actual discussions about the film and a more critical sense, rather than just a short reaction. The review adds value to the video. Altogether, their video formatting creates a wonderful viewing experience and is consistent among all their reactions. This separates them from just clickbaity reactors who only react to the content and don't add anything afterwards. Their reviews take up a significant portion of the video, certainly qualifying their videos for fair use. Now, I believe that their content is good companion pieces to movies, but I don't think that it replaces the experience of watching it. Reaction channels are a tricky genre, often compiled of people reacting to other people's content and making more money on their reaction than the original content made at all. The Rejects, however, manage to produce and provide a consistent stream of reaction content without taking eyes away from the original source. This is because they choose movies that have already been made and the people have already been paid for them. Yes, there are streaming rights and residuals, but those are not being stolen by the Real Rejects.
Say hi.
While their video editing is quite good, the third and probably most important factor for why I come back to the channel is their personalities.
Factor number 3.
Specifically, Greg and John are why I got into the channel, but the rest of the cast is great.
The hosts include Greg Alba, Tara Erickson, John Humphreys, Aaron Alexander, Andrew Gordon, Roxy Stryer, and Coy Jandreau. Together they make a pretty good crew of reviewers and reactors. Some of them newer to the channel than others, but Greg and John are kind of the veterans there. Greg and John have been friends since childhood. They've shared that in a couple videos, so I think that dynamic lets them have a shorthand in their reactions and be very honest in what they react to. So I really like their dynamic, and it's what keeps me coming back to the channel.
John seems to be a pretty optimistic guy, looking on the brighter side of things and giving generally positive reviews about the things he liked. He's not shy about criticism, but he's often looking on the brighter side of things and giving a benefit of the doubt to the creative team when they've done something that he's not as into. The other host, Greg, is a passionate reactor and reviewer, unafraid to praise or criticize a show, giving an earnest assessment of all the ups and downs. He, unlike John, is not as dedicated to giving benefit of the doubt or finding the brighter side. If he doesn't enjoy something, he'll be perfectly honest about it. Together, their reviews cover all things good and bad about a show while still maintaining an overall positive vibe and giving respectful reviews. While they do admit when they don't enjoy something, their channel is not dedicated to tearing down or making fun of the things that they watch.
It's about celebrating the movies that they watch and sharing an experience with someone. Kind of like what we say at work. I work at a movie theater, and our motto for our employees is share joy through extraordinary experiences. And it's corny, but overall, I think that's, as someone who works in the service industry, that's kind of what you're trying to do, is make the customer as happy as possible through an extraordinary experience. And by being a Real Reject viewer, you're kind of being a customer. You're buying into their time. And so they honor that by being very celebratory of what they watch and highlighting all the good that they see and trying to make it a positive experience for someone who's seen the movie before, maybe really enjoyed it, someone who hates the movie and wants to see someone else who has that opinion, even though they're not trashing on it, but they'll call out what they don't like. Factor number something 0.5, talking about Coy.
A key reason why their personalities are such a draw for the channel is one personality in particular. Coy Jandreau is a great addition to the Real Rejects, as he is super knowledgeable and excited about comics and TV, movies as well. He reads up to 50 comic books a week and helps people find what they like, as well as reviewing other ones. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this means, but Coy is the comics correspondent for DC Studios, helping James Gunn talk about comics and implement them into his movies. I don't know how involved he is in the creative process, but it's good to know that there's a true fan giving them information straight from the comics. Coy's connection to the DC Studios, as well as a kind of grassroots YouTube channel like The Real Rejects, gives me hope that I could build a YouTube channel and somehow launch into the community and industry of film and media. If you want to hear a good reviewer, check out his channel and then check out his reactions on The Real Rejects.
Factor number 4. A fourth reason why I think their channel is successful is their wide range of content that they produce. They do the movie reactions and reviews afterwards, as well as TV shows. Out of the theater reviews, more immediate, shorter length reviews to get you to know whether you should go to the theater or not to see this movie. They do interviews, podcasts, and live streams, and more recently, movie commentaries.
The Real Rejects' most recent addition to their catalog is movie commentaries. Recently, they did the Superman 2025 movie commentary. Now, this was not a reaction so much as them watching along with the movie and giving their thoughts in tandem with the scenes. Not like a first-time reaction.
Sometimes they don't want to react to a movie on their channel. They would rather have the theater experience, which totally get it. To keep the fans engaged and to keep making content about it, they do reviews right out of the theater. Their interviews have gotten increasingly more impressive as far as the guests that they garner. They've had some pretty good interviews with fellow YouTubers, but they've also had people involved in the industry, like Sean Gunn, James Gunn, Robert Patrick, the Hunter X cast from K-pop Demon Hunters. Had a pretty good interview with all of them. Greg, Coy, John, and the rest of the crew are all very respectful and intelligent in the questions that they ask during the interviews. These interviews aren't like cringy, hard to watch like how some have been recently.
Are done. The two of you, Andrew and Julia.
Well, okay.
Get the Real Rejects on more red carpets because I like watching their content and they make me watch movies. So if I watch a Real Rejects review, I go watch a movie because I want to see what they think and I don't want to watch their reaction until I've seen the movie. So give the Real Rejects some more time on red carpets and stuff because they should get it.
I'm the Lumen Administrative Building.
Keanu Reeves. Oh my god.
Factor number 5. Their extra content leads into reason number 5 why I think their channel is successful.
Fan engagement. The Real Rejects are great about engaging with fan questions and treating their audience as a tool for conversation. They do a really good job of not only interacting with their patrons on Patreon, giving them shout-outs in the videos, but also honoring chats in their live streams. They take fan comments on posts and implement them into their videos, and their respect for their fan base is shown in how they speak to you in not only the advertising, but also the video themselves. The way they run their live streams is very fun, honoring super chats and paid donations first, and then getting to regular chats afterwards, answering questions and leading discussions in different ways. Recently, they've also been taking patron questions on Patreon and implementing those into their reviews after they've watched something. They've been watching Severance, which is one of my favorite shows, and I love when they get questions from their audience asking what they've thought about something. No spoilers, obviously, but I think the rest of this Severance season they're going to love. If you're interested in seeing two guys react to some very good sci-fi workplace comedy, check out their Severance reactions. They're on season 2 right now.
Overall, watching their channel makes me feel more involved in the movie that I'm watching. Like, sometimes a movie just washes by, even if it's really good. I don't know if it like impacts a lot of stuff socially or people's minds. Maybe we keep it all to ourselves. We don't share how a movie impacted us. But I think the Real Rejects encourage us to share our thoughts on these pieces of art that are being shared, even on millions and billions of dollars scales that these movies are coming out. I think they are worthy of being digested and dissected and talked about. And I think the Real Rejects are a great place to get that sort of content and that sort of conversation. Thank you so much for watching. If you are on the Real Rejects channel, just know that you got a fan out here who's watching you, and I'm going to try to start making content, and you're a huge inspiration. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, y'all. And like Coy says, peace out, lovelies. Love you, internet. All that sort of stuff. Be positive. Enjoy the things you want to enjoy. If you feel the need to talk about it, or you even just want to talk about it, do that. Anything you want to be art really can be art if you make it. So, yeah. Peace out. Have a great day, y'all. Like and subscribe, dude. Because, like this thing.
So today, Wrong Cat wants to talk to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, where are we going? Yeah. So you better have listened, and you probably should write that down. Let's circle back to the video.